This is the iWatch Ultra. This is the InReach Garmin Mini. Both can save your life in a boat situation if you're stranded. More after the jump. Hey guys, welcome back to another marine life video. It's been a while. Sorry guys. I'm glad I'm able to do this video for you guys to help you out with this. But today we're going to talk about two important things that I consider when you go out on your boat. There is one more, and I'll show you a picture of it, that can literally save you in a life situation or even help you out. And I explain to you why I chose these. Well, first I want to talk about the iWatch. This is $800. This one's on sale for $249 now. You can actually pick it up. The new ones, the InReach Mini 2, cost $399. So 50% off. So this would cost literally half the price of the iWatch. Now, iWatch benefits. It can do a lot more things than this can. One has subscription based, the other one does too. Except this one you pay for cell phone service as well. So what are the main differences? What is really the benefit of either of these things? Well, I'll go as my personal experience. The InReach Mini is a great unit. It has a subscription of $15 a month. That's just for the basic plan. You get text message, not unlimited. I think it's like 20 texts a month or 15. I'm sure. You can go over. It won't limit you, but you gotta pay extra. Obviously, you can actually use special designated unlimited messages that you have. For me, I have, when I go fishing, I have a message sent to my wife that I'm on my way home. Everything okay? Running late. This is more for, I would say, offshore applications. I go 20 miles out. When you go 20 miles out, at least where I'm at, I don't get no signal. If I do, it's very in and out. So my wife wanted me to have something so when I go out, she can actually reach in case of emergency, or God forbid something happened to me, or she gets panicked. You know, typical wife. If you have a wife that loves you, she worries about you being out there and not getting hold of you. When I hear for hours a day, you know, especially when you go in the morning or 6 in the morning fishing and come home till 2 and 3 in the afternoon, you know, you get, okay, hope everything okay, you know, or you get stranded. Now the iWatch was released last year and I bought it. This is the Ultra, and this watch is awesome. I can't complain. I've had it since it first came out, and I was excited to buy it. The advantage, supposedly, this has GPS capability, which it does. I've seen people on YouTube channel use it. I've never had to use it offshore to text, anything like that, and I'm not sure. Supposedly, they say 2 years, no extra payment for the GPS service on this watch. What the price is going to be, I don't know. I can't find anywhere that says how much a GPS subscription is going to be every month for this GPS service on a watch. This is just a system that tells you where you're at. You can send text messages and even alert if anything happens. That SOS button inside, which is a great feature, and I've heard stories that it actually saved people's life. If you open that, press that button, they come to your rescue. Now, supposedly they have like a special insurance for that SOS button, because I heard that if you do have to press it and it has to save you, you do get sent a bill for a pretty hefty one. So I think Garmin has some type of insurance on it that if you pay extra for it, you cover a certain amount of money for rescue. But at times when I was offshore and tested my watch did say SOS on top of it as well, just like this. That means that it was able to send an SOS signal out to someone, I don't know who right now, to save me. Do I trust this one yet 100%? No, I think there's more tests need to be done, right? When I go offshore, I can text my wife with this all the time, and I do, and it's no problem. It sends alerts. The cool feature about this Garmin as well, it actually integrates with my phone, my watch, So anytime that I get messages on my Garmin, it goes to my cell phone through an app, and I'll show what the app looks like. Um, the app is called Earthmate, and it opens up like that, and it sends messages, and it's kind of a way to text without having to use this. So a pretty cool feature on that. Now, which I recommend. I recommend more of this one, actually, to be honest. I mean, even this one's an awesome watch, and the best thing about this is that I use it every day like a normal watch, so I never forget it. I don't know how much I can rely on that watch, to be honest. I'm not sure. Still kind of makes me uneasy to rely on it because it's not tested 100%. Versus this one is actually destined to do the job. I think I'd rather go with the Garmin every day. That's when I still go offshore. I actually still take out my Garmin with me. Now the new one that they have, inReach Mini 2, I won't get into much, but supposed to have better battery life, better reaching services. I forgot how many satellites exactly this one hits, and I have bought another one that was actually cheaper than this Garmin one, but it was only like 5 satellites compared to this one that has like, I think it's like 15 satellite hits, some number like that. It gets too technical if you really wanna. But funny thing is, even on this, you can actually see that it's actually made for Apple, iPad, and so on. So it actually integrates with your stuff. So it's actually a unit together. Now, you asked me, what about the homing beacon? And there's another name for it, and I'll let you know. So the one thing I don't have that I mentioned is ACR makes a locator beacon. These things can range up from $400 all the way up. Now you ask myself, well, it's better. Yeah, that thing lasts a long time. But the reason why I chose to go with the Garmin over the ACR, I can't text. That's pretty much, you hit the water, something happens to you, send a SOS, you float with it. That's it, right? It doesn't solve my issue. I like to be able to have communication out there, right? Because here's my thing. What happens if I'm stranded? I don't have a way to communicate to land that I just need someone. It's not an emergency. It's not SOS. How do I reach someone to come help me, or Boat US, or what's the other people called? If you're trying to get Boat US or the other company, I forgot the name, that helps you when your boat gets messed up. Forgot the name of it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I forgot the other company. I have Boat US, obviously. But anyways, and I thought to myself, what do I do if I'm stranded? The beacon can't help me there. The beacon only helps me if the boat goes down. I need to be saved. Yeah, it's great for that because it'll last you. It'll float with you. This has a tracking device as well. And depends how much you plan you select. You can have an actual virtual track with it, or it could be a slower track. Just depends, right? But you can send updates on it. And still savable. I hope that I won't be outdated from the ocean. I hope with this alone, that's why I have a little strap on it. And my wrist will save me. This is waterproof. And it's meant to go in the water. So, if not my watch, it's my safe backup feature, right? And that's the whole thing behind it. It's proof or saving points that can help you when you go offshore to save your life. So never leave home without something. I learned that one the hard way. I actually broke down one day and I had no way. Lucky enough, I wasn't too far out. I already had made it inside, but I was able to call for what you guys took me in. I actually, true story, my engine ran out of fuel. That's the only engine I had, too much. I miscalculated. The boat had just got redone. And I wasn't sure. I tested the limits that day of the boat, put it that way. But anyways, so I would recommend taking something with you and never leave home or go offshore with something that you can't. If you only go somewhere to get cell phone service, just use cell phone, I guess. But I always have a backup plan. I think when I even go inshore, I even take something like this. You just never know when your cell phone breaks, something like that, and get no one. Inshore a little bit easier because you always got boats coming by and you can wait for somebody to help you out, no problem. But for sure, when you're offshore, you gotta have something for safety. I would never risk something like that. And this actually goes on my dash of my boat, hooked it to my Garmin, so I don't even have to have it even visible, even touch it. It just sits there in case something happens. And that's the way I always think about it. So my advice to you, look at something up, Maybe it was ACR beacon. Show a picture of it, and that way you can have something in case something happens. Go south, you can always have for help. But like I said, I like the Garmin a lot. The Inreach Mini 2 is great from what I hear. I just don't think it's worth me upgrading to it. From this one's not worth it for me. And as more time goes on, my watch improve itself. I'll probably rely more on my watch. All the benefits about my watch is it's meant for sport. Obviously, if you don't understand that, it has a lot of features on it. It has a dive computer in it as well, where it actually calculates, and I'll show you. So if I hit this button, it goes into dive, and it actually tells you the depth you're going, how much. I've never tested. If you guys want to see me test the dive feature on this watch, leave comments below. I'll be more than happy to take it to springs like that and dive with it and show how it works like that. But I never myself tested. But I know there's an app as well, and I have actually download the app just to see what it's like. I am a diver, and it's called Oceanic, as you can see here. And suppose it keeps track of your dives, how much time you've been, so it kind of helps a lot, almost like a dive computer. The only thing it does not tell you is how much oxygen you got in your tanks, obviously, but everything else is on there. So it's kind of cool to be able to have something where you could use anytime, anywhere, and still have a watch to wear every day. So even if one day I say I forget this, which I don't normally, you can just pretty much have your watch to rely on. So yeah, $800, but it is something I use every single day. So that's kind of helps a lot. Situation where this just sits $15 a month and it just sits there, right? My watch helps me a lot with a lot of things. It's kind of cool to have. Kind of competes with the Garmin watches I heard that's out there. Supposedly that's what it does. But it just makes everything easier when I integrate my watch with my phone, my computer, laptop, iPad, everything. So it's all in one basically. So kudos for Apple for doing that. It's a cool watch. Like I said, if you want more information on each of these stuff, leave me a comment. We can go into big detail, but today was just a basic video of what tools I use to be safe out when I'm fishing. If you want more detailed videos of each of these products, let me know. I'll be happy to go in depth of each one. Just let me know what you guys prefer, and we can go touch on those things and make the video longer on that source versus just covering basic stuff that I have to keep me safe in the ocean when I'm fishing and keep my wife and family at peace of mind. So thank you guys for watching the marine life video. This is all for today. Thank you so much. Sorry it's been a while. Hopefully we'll get more, monthly, weekly videos coming up soon, and see you the next one.